It's loading. Boom.
I'll give it a few seconds.
Give it like a minute.
Hello and welcome to the live stream of the Season 8 STB Racing League GP2 Division Australian Grand Prix here live from Melbourne. This division has privileges to race in normal GP2 realistic times, as here in Australia they're racing in the morning on the not in real life obviously, but in game they're racing in the morning conditions as normal as GP2 in real life would normally do. We're going to invite Side Effects 99 for his pre-race interview, but before that, Stairs,
Hello.
predictions, who's going to win the GP2 Grand Prix?
Well, it's hard because these guys do have a lot of potential, but we'll have to wait and see. At the moment, LRT Breeze does look like a main contender, but we'll have to wait and see for the end of qualifying.
Okay, so your odds are on LRT Breeze to get the win here in Australia. Well, personally, I think he can get the win as well because he's looking pretty quick here in Australia. But obviously last night we didn't have a very good Grand Prix in the F1 division. Hopefully the admins I will be able to sort that out for everyone, and hopefully more entertainment will be coming their way next weekend at the Bahrain Grand Prix. But here it is, Side Effects 99 for his pre-race interview. Now, someone's left the game. Okay, someone's just disconnected, so we're going to just re-invite him now. Side Effects 99. Make sure your audio is included. Just need to ask you a few questions. Is your audio included? In my audio? Okay, so Hakan, you've at the moment qualified in 4th. Can you comment on your strategy ahead of this Australian Grand Prix? Okay, thank you for that. So obviously you have the formation. What sort of things will you be doing to try and set up the car, set up the tyre temperatures, and set up the engine temperatures, brake pressures, all of that sort of stuff to get you a good start here in Australia? Because obviously this game you've got to make a start. How are you going to prepare to get a really good launch off the line? And final question, as you're a veteran of the STB Racing League, obviously been in the league since the very first season, does that give a little bit of you a little bit of pressure, you know, ahead of this Grand Prix? Because obviously you're a veteran, you want to try and prove yourself. You've only had one win in the league, the whole thing. So does that give you a little bit of pressure to be able to perform in the first few rounds of the season?
Oh,
yeah, as we see last one. Okay. Well, thank you for speaking to us, Hakan. Hopefully you can be with us in the party for the podium interview. But yeah.
I think someone did go off down at the 2 right-handers. I'm not too sure There was yellow flags being waved, but we'll have to wait and see. I was not 200% sure.
So that... Okay, well, we'll have to try and find that out after the race. But someone has got a penalty. I don't know how you can get a penalty in qualifying, but that's got exciting. But there's a pretty good Grand Prix there ahead of us now. 124.804 is pole position for LRT Breeze. So, Stez, are you still rooting for LRT Breeze to get the win here today?
I think it will be possible for him to. If he gets a good start, he's got the win. I think this is a very hard overtaking circuit at most places around the track. Yes, you have got points around the circuit pretty much at turn 1, at the end, up to onto the run to turn 3, up at the Clark corners. I could see some overtaking, but he will probably end up winning the race this evening.
Okay. So waiting on you and Xavi to ready up, but that is okay now. So here we go then. We have got an amazing race ahead of us here at the Australian Grand Prix. We have got LRT Breeze there on pole position. All-rounder X, who looked very good in his test session with me, so he's going to be really exciting. Stez, are you able to ready up?
Well, Maddie, if you're looking on the stream, I'm kind of frozen looking at the pit lane for some reason. Give it a minute. It might decide, oh wait, people are gone, so it might send me over, but otherwise, actually no, I will just quickly exit multiplayer. If you can just quickly send me an invite back, then I will quickly join as fast as possible. But I think there is just a couple of little game error, nothing to do with me, just small game error. So I'll quickly exit the multiplayer now. And yeah, so all I need is...
And I'll give you an invite back.
Yes, please.
This is exciting here in Australia.
You're looking at...
Is that you? Yeah,
yeah, I've just come back in. I don't know whether you want to give the full rundown of qualifying, Maldy, if you want to quickly do that.
Well, I'm in the loading screens now, going into the formation lap for this Australian Grand Prix, so it should be able to put you in there. If not, then I will take over commentary proceedings till you're able to spectate. But I've now got
I am joining spectation
screen,
now.
I don't know what's going on. So are you in spectating?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a black screen, so I really don't know what's going on. What's going on for you? Because I don't know.
Well, we're looking at the pits at the moment because, well, we haven't started the Grand Prix yet. We're waiting for them to start.
The lobby's glitched, so...
Oh, no.
Everyone sent me messages saying what's going on and everything, so I'm going to leave the game, give us an invite back, and you might have to restart the lobby, put it on one-shot qualifying, and then let everyone do the lap.
I do apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen watching. We are having a few technical...
Welcome to F1 2016, everybody.
Having a few technical difficulties this evening, but we are... Oh, Marty's left the party, so he's most likely going to turn his Xbox off. So I will quickly add him back. We do apologise for all of this. We'll most likely do a one-shot qualifying, which unfortunately me and Marty just won't take part. We cannot spectate a one-shot qualifying. What we'll do, we'll probably just set a very, very slow lap time. Or we'll just retire from the session completely and just watch the times file in. Yeah, I'm very sorry we do have a few technical difficulties, so we are trying to get them fixed. He's left in 2016 after all. So while we wait, I'm going to give you guys some non-copyrighted music while we sort out our problems.
Okay, so guys, people watching this Grand Prix, what's going on?
Well, No idea.
Stairs? What's happening? What's happening on your screen at the moment? 'Cause I can't see
Nothing.
the stream.
I am genuinely glitched into the pit lane.
Right, I'm going to set up another game because people have disconnected. So guys, the lobby is getting reset up. The drivers will be doing one-shot qualifying for the qualifying session to try and minimise the time that would have been delayed. So welcome to F1 2016, and we should be getting started with qualifying very shortly. Sorry about this. Obviously, last night we had the same issue. But it should be sorted in no time. So I'm just going to invite the drivers into the session, and then we should be able to get started. So if I just...
Little bit of non-copyrighted music while we wait so we don't get flagged.
Has anyone put in the comments any comments?
I have not seen.
Any... How many viewers we got?
I'll check using the Twitch app since that'll be a little bit easier because sometimes my screen on the Twitch app on Xbox does glitch out a bit sometimes.
Right, okay. Are you in the session now?
Yeah. Shall I
Okay.
just put myself on the home screen? We'll pause the broadcast for a minute until we're all set up.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah. So guys, we will be back in a couple of minutes. We're going to pause the broadcast while we get all set up and ready. Please hang around. We do apologise for any
Get a cup of tea and
caused.
be able to watch the Grand Prix. Sorry guys, I don't know who actually missing. Sorry about the delay. Yeah, I don't actually know who's missing from this lobby. Okay. Bear with us, guys. Have a nice cup of tea. Have a nice cup of tea. A few issues going on with this Grand Prix. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, I think. Okay, we had 17 last time, and now we've only got. Okay. I'm very sorry, guys. Okay, guys. I think this is how many people we're actually going to have. So bear with me 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to get started now. Because I don't actually know who we're missing. So it's not very good, guys. But it is going to be one-shot qualifying, and it is going to be drivers doing the laps here. So I'll be able to commentate for you guys. Very sorry about the delay here. It's not been the best. Okay, now people are readying up. Marvelous. Okay then, so now it looks like we are getting started here with the Australian Grand Prix. A few issues before this Grand Prix. It's now 8 o'clock, so marvellous. Make sure you tune in, get a nice cup of tea, nice few biscuits, and be able to hear me drone on and on about this Grand Prix. It's been a few issues, but it shouldn't be something that we can't race under. Okay. Sit back and relax, and here we are then. It's time for the Australian Grand Prix. So one-shot qualifying. Drivers needs to be doing their laps. Wish Stez was here. But yeah, so put in the chat. Stez should be able to speak. Will answer any of your questions. I can't physically see the chat, so I'm very sorry about that. But 13 people for this Australian Grand Prix. Not the best. But hopefully this GP2 division first corner is a teensy bit cleaner than yesterday's. So there you go. So obviously we had Hakan or Side Effects 99, as people know him watching the stream. He said, long story short, he pretty much said that he's definitely looking forward to this Grand Prix. He's very optimistic about winning this Grand Prix. But now we've got another glitch because it's saying please wait, and now we're not going into the sessions. So I really don't know. Now we're into the loading screens. I am anyway. Don't know what you can see on your screen. Where we are then. Here in Australia. We've got Side Effects 99 not ready up and Stez, so they should be ready any minute now. Yeah, very sorry about this, guys. It hasn't been the kind of session that we was hoping for. Hopefully the race can spring up a few surprises. It'd be quite interesting as well to see what's going to happen with the first corner and also the AIs as well. That was a problem last night in the F1 division. Birdie's default work can tell you that, as he had quite a bad issue there. So I don't know what's going on. My screen has completely froze. So yeah, this is very fun for these drivers at the moment. Okay, so the timing's on now. 30 seconds till the drivers go out onto the track for one-shot qualifying. So then here we are. I'm obviously not going to do a lap, so I'm going to retire right now. And I'm going to go off to the side of the track here. And now we've got Rio Shots now in first position. We've got All-Runner now. This is going to be very good, but now we're on board now with Real Shots now in the Force India. and he's looking pretty good. I believe that Stez will be spectating the guy who's in first position. That's what he's put me on. So if he is KS outgoing, absolutely flying now in his lap. Rio shots now into the lead. Matthew retires from the second here in Australia. KS outgoing now. It's a big battle going on between KS outgoing and Rio shots here for pole position at the Australian Grand Prix. Outgoing has definitely pulled his finger out now. And Side Effects now. Side Effects is in the lead. Outgoing's back in the lead. It's a three-way battle between Side Effects 99, KS outgoing, and Real Shots now. KS outgoing into first position. We're around this corner now into the chicane, into turn sector 3 now, and he's lagging a bit. But LRT Breeze now is on the back of him. It's going to be a four-way battle now for the top 3. It's Real Shots outgoing. Side Effects now. He's into the lead. Could this be Side Effects' opportunity here? KS outgoing into first now. It's definitely a four-way battle. These guys are very quick, but no, the LRT Breeze will retire from the session. Very unlucky there for the Welshman. But this is going to be very exciting now. KS outgoing. The league veteran here in his Force India will take pole position at the Australian Grand Prix. An incredible lap there by KS outgoing. And that is actually a pretty good qualifying session for him. So there you go. And now it's loading. So Matthew was disqualified from the session. That's not going to be very good. But yeah, so we have got 13 people for this Australian Grand Prix, and the grid looks like this. First is KS outgoing with 125.1131. Second is Real Shots. Third is Side Effects 99. Fourth is ILR Aero. Fifth is Ivixia I. Sixth is Cardinal. Seventh is Typhon Killer. Eighth is Expired Rampage. Ninth is Isaac Javi X. 10th is Stampy Time. 11th, when we retire, will be All-Rounder X. LRT Breeze will be in 12th position. And then running up the grid, I think, yeah, will be Matthew 573, another Welshman. So we've actually got 3 Welsh people in the lobby tonight, in the actual league as well. So it's really interesting to see what they can do. And it is raining for the Australian Grand Prix. I can hear it. It's all about the look of it getting restarted, and it looks like the driver's going to be an absolute hell, but they are using the traction. These guys are the traction users in the league, so it shouldn't be too hard to do wet conditions, but we'll be able to see down in turn 1. It's very good that GP1 or F1 division, whatever you want to call it, wasn't wet conditions, because that first corner, as you might have seen, would have been even worse than it would have been in the dry, so can't even imagine what that would have been like. But I'm going to retire from the session when I can, because okay, I can't retire from the session, so no idea what's going on here. Okay, well, I've been removed to the grid. There was a bit of lag, I think, between me and all rounders, so I don't know what's going on, but formation lap now. Stairs, I think, is on the grid, so you can't have a bit bad, not spectator formation on this game. Sucks a bit, but hopefully Stairs won't get in the way of broken one on the start. If it does, that won't be very good. So here we are then, here in Australia, on the grid here. So if we just go through the classification for the grid, LRT Breeze obviously is in first. No, not LRT Breeze. KS outgoing was on pole position. He did actually send me a message prior to this one-shot qualifying. He actually did tell me that he wasn't happy with his lap, so he was quite lucky that the lobby did mess up, but now be able to see really what he can do from that pole position. Obviously, a very talented driver, especially in 2015. When we had the GP1 and GP2 divisions before. But yes, hopefully it'll be really good to see these drivers do really well in this race tonight. So there you go. So we've got the race director now. No, not the race director. And the drivers are actually doing the formation lap properly. So this is quite good. This is quite good. Now, last night Stez actually got here in time for the actual very start of the race, so hopefully he can actually get back now as ILRM still in the lobby. That's a bit weird, but looking at this then. So all drivers lining up onto the grid here in Australia. And there you go. So here we are then in Australia. I'm just going to wait now for it fill. So here we go then. Stez will hopefully not get in the way of everyone. I've got Stez is readied up. So Stez, are you there or am I think I'm mistaken. Hopefully these drivers will be able to get out of the way. Okay, I can't. Oh, yes. Well, we're going to retire from the session and we're going to get straight on now with some commentary down into turn 1. Is it going to be a clean first corner here? Cardon now he's in 4th. Pez Aldo, not a very good start there, but it looks to be quite a clean first corner. It's safety car. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Was there a crash down into that section? Everyone is still racing, so I don't know what has happened there, but safety car has been deployed here in Australia in the wet conditions. And Side Effects has dropped all the way back to 9th place here, so that's quite interesting. That is very, very interesting indeed here. Here in Australia, but now we've got Side Effects 99 now in 9th position in his Red Bull. So I'm just going to take you through the order here in Australia. So first place, Real Shots in his Ferrari. Second is our Aero. Third is KS Outgoing, who's lagging a bit. Well, that should sort itself out very soon. Expired Rampage is in 4th position. 5th is Cardinal. 6th is Ivixure I. 7th is Typhon Killer. 8th is I6I X. 9th is Side Effects 99. A very disappointing start. I don't know what really happened, but it did look to be quite a clean getaway for all 13 drivers, so I don't know really what happened there. Second time in is Williams is in 10th position. All-rounder X is in 11th. 12th is Matthew 573. 13th is LRT Breed. So that is the order. That is the order. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see this safety car. It does help Stez to eat his dinner a bit quicker, but hopefully... I am back! He's back, and it is safety car. Now, Stez, I'm a little bit confused about how the safety car was actually deployed this Grand Prix, because it was a very clean first corner. I didn't see any collisions. I didn't see any collisions at first corner, so I don't actually see what has happened. So, yeah.
Very strange, but it could have been for conditions, but that is very unlikely for...
Codemasters.
It's Codemasters, they won't put it out in wet
Aero
conditions.
has dropped down to 11, so this is quite interesting. I don't know what's happened to him, but it looks like he's struggling. Has anyone left the session? Because I wouldn't actually see who's left or not.
I can check who has retired.
Yeah, but with this game stage, it's a lit. Okay, Typhon Killer Span. Okay, so looks like these drivers are struggling in these wet conditions. It looks like traction on will definitely be the better option here in these wet conditions.
Drivers seem to be racing.
Yeah, but the thing I'm concerned about is Aero here. He was in 3rd a minute ago, and now he's in 11th. So this is really hard. And it actually
maybe he's the one that maybe caused the.
Stampy Time has retired from the Grand Prix. That's interesting. But it will on his profile it does say that he's in multiplayer Australia. So maybe he just went for another pit stop or trying to have a good race because try and get through the pack. But Side Effects here had a pretty good. He had a pretty good initial getaway. What's your Twitch name again? Someone's just asked what the Twitch is.
I will message it to you now. Actually, no. Poundlander1201. That is. I'm looking at the instance page here. On on the game, the only things I'm seeing is stop-go penalties and stuff like that. Stampy time retired because of terminal damage.
Terminal damage,
2.
that was on lap 2. So, Typhon Killer was ignoring yellow flags, so he's got a stop and go. So, Aero then must have done a drive-through and I wasn't spectating him because he jumped start. So, we've got quite a few drivers that have actually jumped start in the race. So, Aero might have actually served his drive-through under safety car conditions to get it out of the way to not lose too much time there. So, I don't know why Real Shots hasn't,
Well,
because he's in the league. He's in the league and Typhon Killer's retired.
According to the rules, you cannot serve a penalty while under safety car. So
okay, well that's a bit weird, but also All-Rounder X, he was up there as well, I believe. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Wow, so we're down to about 10 people now, but this should be a very interesting Grand Prix in the wet conditions. These GP2 drivers here, obviously, all people that didn't turn up actually did tell me that they weren't able to compete. So, hopefully we should be having more people in the lobby next week. But, Stairs, do you still think LRT Breeze could win this Grand Prix?
Well, Matthew 537's left the session. That could be a connection issue. We'll have to wait and see, the Welsh Wizard. But I don't know. I mean, we've got more opportunity now under the safety car. So something could happen at the restart, which hopefully should be next lap or the lap after. But let's wait and see. I hope he does. But again, these are GP2 drivers, so anything can happen.
So, first is Real Shots, KS outgoing, and something's happened down at the back there. I don't know why they're not in formation, because they're all in 3 spots here, but...
Yeah, I can see that.
This is
I think they're trying... I think...
This is quite weird, because now Side Effects has jumped up from 7th to 5th in one corner, so I'm a teensy little bit confused, as LRT Breeze is actually in the pit lane. Is there any incidents? There's been a collision. Yeah, so no real thing. But this is very confusing. This is why the safety car shouldn't be in the game. It's broke the game.
Oh, I'm just going to have to leave it. Guys asking about volume. I have turned down the game volume as much as possible. There's nothing more I can do. So I'm going to just put my mic a little bit closer. Hopefully you can hear me a bit more. The main vehicle has been turned down as much as I can do, so I cannot do any more.
Okay, Aero in 9th is going a little bit, I wouldn't say slowly, he's just, he's not, I don't know, but just need to...
Let's see this speed up a bit. Under this safety car, you can bunch. And the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap.
Okay, so
we are going to see a restart.
Stairs, you can take us through the restarts here from Real Shots.
Yep, so the safety car will now pull away from the pack. So now Real Shots will be the virtual safety car, let's say. So he will bunch up the pack. Still no overtaking until the first safety car line. So he'll bunch the pack up, make sure everybody gets a chance. We've seen loads of people weave out. I think that's just to get away from the spraying so they can see what's happening. Warm up the tyres, warm up the brakes. They'll now move their fuel mixture to mix 3 to get a good getaway.
Real Shots trying to get away there. I've just seen LRT Breeze at the back of the grid here. 10 drivers
They're under a limiter, they can't.
So
and he pushes away.
Okay, Stairs, take us through the restart.
They now head around the penultimate corner into the final corner here, and he pushes away with green in Australia. 2 cars are pitting. I think there's been a small incident down at the back. I can't see anything. But we are green in Australia. We are racing for the first time. It's Real Shots gets a brilliant pull away in that Ferrari, and there's KS outgoing just behind in the Force India. Side Effects 99 sliding a bit, it seems.
Yeah, it does look like the GP2 drivers here. Sorry to disturb you there, Stairs, but it does look like the GP2 drivers are kind of struggling here. ILR Aero is in 9th, so this has actually worked out pretty good for Breeze now. He's in 7th position, fighting with I6I, Xavi X, and all-round X for 5th position. I want to spectate this stairs. Looks like a pretty decent battle here. LRT Breeze now, so he's going to be into the operating window on his tyres because he's been able to warm those tyres on the safety car lap now, and now he's going to get a much better exit than his Mercedes rival here. He's going to be right onto the back, the Force India, the Welsh pairing of Force India, and the Mercedes is trying to defend the inside, but now LRT Breeze is going to try down the outside now. The Red Bull is off into the barrel, struggling for grip here in Australia, but the LRT Breeze now in 6th position, following all-rounder X in his Mercedes. All-rounder X there, a little bit unstable there, off the exit of the corner, but now LRT Breeze is going to be right onto the back now of the Mercedes. Little bit of a slide out the corner, but LRT is going to be still onto his backside now, right onto his gearbox, and he's struggling, so we're going to have a quick look now. It looks like Xavi's really struggling. Oh no, Xavi, so Xavi's in 5th actually, sorry, so Xavi's actually the guy who LRT's racing, so Sted, do you want to take us through this battle? Looks like it could end very soon.
Well, they're heading around the final corner. They both are going out. There's no DRS due to the conditions, so we're going to have to wait to see if it does dry out, which is probably quite
sorry
unlikely.
to disturb you, but KS Algoin is in the lead of this Grand Prix. Where has Real Shots gone? Real Shots is into the pit lane. There must have been a little bit of damage on his car there. The wet weather has not helped him a single bit now. X-Bike Rampage is in 10th. KS Algoin is in 1st, but he's a decent battle. Side of X99, the two veterans of the STB Racing League, KS Algoin and Side of X99, excuse me, sorry, Side of X99 are in P1 and 2, so it's amazing here. The Red Bull and the Force India. We've got Ivix here now in 3rd position, and he's absolutely doing a brilliant job to try and catch up to Side Effects here, but KS Algoin, who would have thought it? Really struggling on the first day when he got this game, and he's leading this Grand Prix. Could this be a win for him in the wet conditions? Stez, what do you think?
Could possibly be, but of course he may.
And Breeze, sorry, Stez, but Breeze is still behind Xavi here, and it looks like Xavi, because he uses traction on, it does look like he has much better exit out the corner. The LRT Breeze uses medium. It does look like the Breeze is struggling to try and get past Xavi here because he's got the disadvantage with the traction. But Xavi's going to get on the curb. That's not going to help him there. Stez, have you got this on your screen here?
I am
Breeze
looking.
And Xavi?
I'm looking at
and
this.
Xavi's on the curb,
right,
and that's going to have Breeze a brilliant exit now. And Breeze on the inside. That is a brilliant overtaking move. That is one of the best overtaking moves I've ever seen in the history of STB.
And he closes the door last
right
second.
onto the brakes there, and LRT Breeze definitely. But Xavi's going to try and come back. No DRS enabled. And Son of X99, LRT Breeze fast lap of the Grand Prix, but Xavi's going to go back up the inside. He's got the position, but he's going to try and block off Xavi there. Side by side, this is brilliant racing by the Force India and Mercedes. Xavi now back into the slipstream of the Mercedes driver. Now Xavi is going to try to find his inside now. And LRT Breeze is going to be brilliant now into the corners. He's going to now, so LRT Breeze now needs to try and not get too held up here. Des, do you think he's going to try and get past Xavi, or do you think he may have?
I think he'll probably take him just before the long left-hander.
Xavi looks like he's struggling there, cuts the corner slightly.
There may be problems with his tyres, maybe they are getting a little bit worn now.
Moving to the inside there to take advantage, but LRT Breeze is going to go Rosberg and Vettel 2012, and he's done it!
Oh, that's brilliant.
He hasn't, he's done it just a little bit. That is a brilliant overtaking move there from LRT Breeze. I know one of his mates is watching this Grand Prix, and oh my god, that is a brilliant overtaking move there from LRT Breeze. He's definitely going to be given credit for that brilliant performance. But we're just going to look now at the rear of this grid now. ILR Aero in 9th position. Expired Rampage is in 10th. Cardonal is in 8th. These drivers are quite spaced out. Real Shots, I really don't know what's happened to him, to be fair. I actually don't know what's happened to him because it's just really confusing. All-rounder now, from all this battling, Stez, all-rounder's going to be in the battle now.
This is going to be fun, I think. If that Red Bull can overtake, it'll be brilliant. Excuse me, it is better than the F1 division. This time last night.
All-rounder X, this is brilliant. Joey's trying to go on the inside now, but this is going to really help all-rounder X. A very late comment to the league, but real shots, definitely pushing on those fresh wets that he's got. And
Side Effects 99 now in the lead.
Sweet Effects, this is looking amazing. Okay,
it looks like teams are now starting to pick.
He is now literally, I know what Hakan's going to be like now, okay? Instead, he's going to be chilling, listening to a bit of 2010, pre-2010 tunes. He's going to be absolutely just, I'm so happy in that cockpit.
Oh, so like, well, most F1 drivers.
Well, but KSR going in second place. Lovik's here in third. Fourth is I6I Xavi. The battle's still going on. LRT Breeze here needs to pick up the pace. He's dropped a little bit off him, and now All-Rounder X is going to try and get past LRT Breeze now, because All-Rounder X is getting quite close to him. So the top 6 are actually quite close, I would say, in gap. And then we've got obviously P7, P8, P9, and then P10. Quite spaced out. So, and Aero's retired from the Grand Prix. Aero's retired from the Grand Prix. That's going to give Rampage up to 9th position now. I'll speak to Aero after the Grand Prix. And it looks like he actually destroyed his vehicle, so that might be a safety car deployed here in Australia.
It depends where it is, really. Normally it would be sent out by now, so I think we're okay. It would just be a yellow flag. But
this is getting very interesting now.
Yeah, it's just a yellow flag. We're not seeing any BSCs or safety cars at all, so I think we're okay. Oh, this is weird. Apparently it's just gone down to second on my screen. I don't think that is right. Let me just take a look. LRT Breeze just exiting the pit lane.
So LRT Breeze going to a fresh set of wets, trying to get the undercut now. I do wish that the track does dry up near the end of the race. Okay, it looks like Al going now. Yeah, it's a little bit glitched, it's because the AI, no, I don't know, but Side Effects is in the lead. That is a definite. All-Rounder X is retired from the session. Okay,
Virtual safety car. Wonder what has happened there.
Virtual safety car. So what happened to All-Rounder X? Because yeah. So how many drivers have we left with now? Is it 9 or 8?
8, 9 drivers here. So under BSC they will be keeping to a delta time. If they go over, they get a penalty. If they go too slow, they get a penalty.
Yeah, it's 8 drivers, but this is a pretty good session, to be fair. Much more interesting the thing now. Algoing does need to pick up this pace now, because I've actually noticed you can speed near 20 seconds to go, because the virtual safety car lasts 30 seconds. So the Outgoing can get quite a good gap on it. But so that's quite good. But it looks like now the virtual safety car could be ending very soon. And Gets Outgoing is going to get ready to pounce now here in Australia, trying to regain his first position back. Just have a look now at the race director. Over to you, Stez.
Virtual safety car should be ending within the next couple of seconds, probably. And there we go. Virtual safety car's finished.
Can I just say, we've got some penalties here after these drivers. We've got quite a few drivers here. We've got KSR going for a 3-second time penalty. We've just got stop and go penalty, and LRT Breeze has got 3 seconds worth of penalties. So quite a few penalties here.
They most likely probably corner passing or stuff like that. It is very hard to try and stay within the tarmac, especially in these conditions on this game, because the wet conditions on this game, to be honest, are appalling. It's pretty much undrivable. So we're now just waiting to see any developments within the scope now. So it is Side Effects 99 in the lead, followed by KS Outgoing literally about 3 seconds behind. Xavi is in third with Real Shots in fourth, Vixer in fifth, LRT Breeze in 6th, Carl Darnell in 7th, and Expired Rampage in 8th, bringing home the pack. Expired Rampage could be, I could see Expired Rampage being lapped within the next probably 3-4 laps, 5 at most, due to where he is on the circuit, but just have to wait and see. Maddie?
Okay, well I'm just messaging someone at the moment, so Steph, you want to just continue?
Oh, okay. I did not know that. We're here in Albert Park. We're just well, it's raining. Probably the weather report should show that we shouldn't really have any change in the weather. I can't see the rain slowing down, but anything can happen.
So we have got I6I Xavi X here. He's definitely going to be reeling in on the 14th rim of Kesago. Kesago looks like he's struggling since the first few laps. He's just trying to back off, not try and go too fast, try to the corners, because it is going to be quite hard for him. Because obviously he's got a few penalties in this race. Same with Xavi, but he's gone onto the curb. They nearly span. God, traction does give you a bit of an advantage.
Want to stay off them.
Curves, yeah. So I've got another message there, so if you want to take over.
Yeah, well, he does get on the curbs quite a bit. In the wet, you should really be avoiding the curbs. If you hit the curbs while they're wet, well, you're going to go spinning. But he is gradually catching up to KS outgoing. So, oh, he's in the pits. Xavi is in the pits. Let's have a look at his on board here. Let's have a look. Oh, he's had the service stop go. That is unfortunate. So he's dropped to 4th now. Out.
This, can I just say something? This could well be Side Effects' day here. This could be Side Effects' win.
Danger anymore. So this could be a win. We're only lap 12 into this 29 lap race. Are we going to see Side Effects 99, the veteran of the STB community, win his first win the inaugural race of season 8?
Well, Stacey, you want to take us through Side Effects' lap at the moment? The sort of lines he's taking. You guys need to do some in, and then we'll be back on, because the grid has kind of stabilised now, so it is sort of a time where it will be a little bit of a boring.
We'll be very quiet, because it'd be very hard to commentate on, well, what's happening, because nothing really is happening. So we're on board here with Side Effects 99. He heads into the penultimate corner, heads a tiny bit wide, but saves it on the exit, and he heads into the pits. Side Effects 99 in the pit lane. Let's see how his stop goes. Hits the limiter perfectly there. He's dropped to 2nd, and let's have a look. No
another set of extreme
very
wet
stop.
And Side Effects 99 now in his Red Bull, but LRT Breeze there. Let's have a look on
Expired Rampage out.
Expired Rampage, but LRT Breeze there looks like he's just trying to you know, try and save the wet tyres, try and just get his way through on presets. Another 5 stop. LRT Breeze is absolutely flying here in Australia. He's definitely one to watch.
Vix is coming onto him into turn 3, doesn't quite make it. Vixar is all over Side Effects' backside. We're now
it does make a difference as well, Stez, doesn't it, about the temperature of the wets more than the dries do, because obviously you need the grip to be able to skin around the track, as I like to call it. So
the
you
wets, if you use the wets in the dry conditions, they do heat up, and because they heat up so much, they degrade even quicker than if you put a pair of slicks on. Where in the wet, these wet compounds will stay cool, therefore the grading is reduced. That's what these are made for. That's why they've got grooves in the tyres so they can remove the spray just as far away as possible, therefore drying the track is important. It is still raining pretty hard here in Australia, but we may be able to see them go on to intermediates within the next probably 5 to 10 laps. You might be able to see a little bit of intermediate running and maybe even a little bit of DRS action.
There is a little bit of dry line appearing. I can see a little bit, but it's definitely not the inters just yet. So
yeah,
the races.
We're gonna have to wait until the rain settles down even more, even stops. It's seeming to settle down, so maybe within the next 5 to 10 laps, we might be able to see some intermediate running. But again, we'll just have to wait for these conditions to improve.
LRT Breeze now, he's definitely a threat for that podium. He's absolutely flying. I'm looking at his sector times and he's absolutely flying here in Australia. These are the sort of conditions that someone leaves again. Real shots.
And he stopped onto the side of the circuit. It looks like he's actually crashed into the wall. Down just before the left-hander.
Well, this is interesting.
So
how many people have got racing now, Stairs?
It's turning into the Formula 1 race all over again.
Well, it is better race. 6 people.
It is.
Here
6 people left
in the Grand Prix, guys. Make sure that you still tune in, because even though the race is boring at the moment, hopefully there will be some brilliant battles going on. Back end.
I think it would be good to see. It'd be good to see another safety car if it was deployed. It'll bunch the pack right back up, and then we could have a very, very interesting race for the finish.
Well, even though there's 6 people left in this session, there's still, I think, going to be a pretty good battle between iVixia and Side Effects 99. That's my prediction for the win, and LRT Breeze. So,
well, at the moment, Side Effects 99 is 15 seconds down. So we will have to wait.
So but Algon will be doing his pit stop. So hopefully, Stairs, my calculations are right.
Well, if KS Algon can manage his tyres well, he doesn't have to stop. Under wet conditions, you do not have to make a mandatory pit stop if he can manage those tyres. He hasn't yet pitted, so yes, his tyres will wear a bit quicker, but if he can try and manage his tyre wear very, very well, he may not need to make a stop.
LRT Breeze, you can just see him. He's just in a class of his own at the moment. He's absolutely flying. That Force India going round those corners with LRT Breeze at the wheel is absolutely amazing. He's literally, he's just flying. He's absolutely flying, and he's catching iVixia quite a lot. So hopefully it's all good. But Cardinal here in 6th place. So the 5th and 6th are just chilling. Just chilling, trying to what's the word? Just trying to get through the Grand Prix, trying to get some good points on the board for their teams.
Let's have a look at KS Outgoing. He is just running away with this. He doesn't seem to be struggling with them tyres at the moment, and his gap to Side Effects 99 isn't dropping by much.
Now,
so he could go to the end, I think. Very unrealistic, but
okay, by Stay Destroyed. He's in the F1 division, so
he's come to have a look, hasn't he?
Excuse me. So these GP2 players, are actually being quite good because they've actually retired before they've left the session. So that means there's no AI cars for these drivers, well, for the drivers to annoy these drivers and get in the way of them. So, but I'm really interested now. Right, Stairs, Ovix is now right on the back side of X. I want to spectate this now.
Yep, I was actually already looking at it. Oh my god, they are so close.
Both cut the corners there, so they may have got a warning for that.
Most likely, or they may have got a small penalty. Probably just a small time penalty, but most likely a warning. But they are wing to wing.
This is
into penultimate corner. Not yet.
This is going to help LRT Breeze as well because these two are going to be battling quite hard. There's going to be LRT Breeze who's already quick, and he's going to be able. I reckon, Stacey was right. I reckon LRT. That is my prediction.
And
see. It's
out
of interest, Stez. Sorry, how many viewers have we got on the stream? Two.
Ah, well.
People will be watching on the YouTube anyway. But anyway, we're now going to, Stez, take us through the, I think I've done quite a lot of talking, so I'll let you take us through this amazing battle here for second place.
Well, into the long right-hander now, they are still neck and neck. There is a small gap forming, but literally, it's not even half a second. It's probably 0.2 of a second. Heading round to the long left-hander now. Oh, they are. Oh, they are.
This is really going to help out our team.
Are we going to see Vixer go for it into the very fast left-right? No, not yet.
If you remember, Stez. Oh. Anybody know what happened to him? Anybody know what happened to?
No, I have not. I did not see what happened.
This is exciting. Got 5 people racing. But I've got to admit, this is quite close. So, well, hopefully these numbers can be sorted out for round 2 in Bahrain. So hopefully,
need to give the drivers a word. Oh, yeah. So someone's in the pits. I think that was KS Outgoing.
Yeah, KS Outgoing into the pit lane. KS Outgoing has just sent me a message as well.
Vixer really, really wants the lead.
Carl Darnalia in 5th position. KS Outgoing is. I think Outgoing may. I don't know yet. I don't know about the penalties, but I don't think Outgoing is going to win this one. But I think it's going to be a three-way battle for this Grand Prix winner. So it's actually going to be really exciting to see how this unfolds. Also, just out of interest, how many people was viewing last night?
We actually got quite a few at the start, but as oh my god, here we go! Vixer going in for second place now.
No, that's LRT Breeze now. And Side Effects is skidded around the corner, so that's interesting. But
that was a very, very tight battle there. But whoa. Side Effects, he has pitted, he has got a good pair of boots. There is only 12 laps remaining, bound to be 11. So we could see Side Effects take the win unless LRT Breeze and Vixer.
LRT Breeze is definitely going to have an answer for Side Effects. Like, look at him, he's on fresh tyres, it's worked out really well for him. So.
But last night's stream did get a few people at the start, but then as the race came on, because it did get very, very tedious, we did lose quite a few viewers. But it is always able to pass broadcast. I will be exporting to YouTube as well once I get the local details to the STB page, which hopefully Maudi will message me within the next, within the next few minutes or the next few hours, and I will be uploading those to the STB page. With obviously mine and Maudi's beautiful voices.
Have
and
earned us 2 viewers.
And hopefully next weekend we'll see KSL go and join me in the commentary box for the F1 division race.
KSL going?
Not KSL going, sorry. Side effects.
Side effects. Talking of side effects, he's going to be sweating. So listen to a bit of Drake. He's going to be sweating now. And he's got LRT Breeze right on the back of him. So he's going to have to do some defending here to try and... this could be his second win in STB here. If he can try and defend his position. It's going to be quite hard. LRT Breeze here. Definitely the quicker driver. But side effects. He's been looking pretty decent. He did a lot of practice earlier. Been able to set up the car very well. So yeah, it's not the best having 5 people racing. I wanted to see people racing yesterday, but hopefully, well, we will sort that out for you guys, viewers, for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So there will be hopefully more people, and hopefully more people watching the Grand Prix after a few rules get put after week. So stay
you can always throw me into the mix and see what happens. I'll probably become dead last, but you know, worth a shot. Nah, I'm only joking. I am absolutely terrible at this game.
You are full-time streamers as well.
Something. Always an option. I can always do some in-car, you know, streaming just to see what you guys think of it, but that's obviously up to Mr. STB Mountain. But it is a tight battle. Oh, Side Effects is now in second. Side Effects in second.
LRT Breeze is going to be turning Drake off right now. He's Side Effects 99. He's going to be turning that straight off, and now he is definitely now going to be absolutely fuming. The Red Bull mechanics are going to be absolutely fuming. They're going to be sweating in the cockpit because that is disappointing for Side Effects. Disappointing.
Yeah, it's a very disappointing situation, but the race still goes on at the moment. There's now a visible gap. Breeze will most likely take the race win unless he makes a mistake, but the Haas is slowly catching the Red Bull.
I bet Side Effects in this Grand Prix was actually thinking, right, okay, so I'm in the lead, I'm absolutely dominating this Grand Prix. Next minute, you know, he's just being really bad and he's lost position to first and he's nearly losing the position to second. But with how good he is, hopefully he can keep the position. He retired from the session anyway, so an all-rounder exited as well. So I'm speaking to those guys after the race to see what's happened to them. But yeah, it does look like Side Effects is struggling on those tyres. This could help out going in his quest to get up into a podium position. So Ivixia the races this became a little bit stable now, but hopefully Side Effects can put his foot down and try and get the win maybe. What do you think, Steph?
Well, it's obvious that his tyres are now very, very warm, because even now the Haas is very much on his tail. See, we may see one more pit stop for Side Effects if he decides his boots are warm. Maybe even see the top 3 come in just for security on a fresh set, and they know that they can go to the end on the tyres.
Well, LRT Breeze has actually done 2 stops this race, so he's actually on much fresher tyres than Side Effects, or anyone who's actually still racing. So interesting.
I think they may need to pit again instance, I think the two-stop strategy was obviously the faster choice because it is the better tyre wear for them. And Vix he is so close on the tail. I think side effects
Can I just please say something? LRD Breeze is actually pulling away by a rate of like 2 seconds a lap it looks like. And it does look like Cardar now. He's just chilling. He's on.
Here he comes. That's good defending there by side effects 99.
Okay, so let's see now, Stairs. I'll give you a bit of a rest. But here we go then. So we've now got side effects versus Ivixia. They've been in a battle for the whole of this Grand Prix. So let's see who is going to get that second place. It's now obvious because of the wet tyre wear from side effects that he has lost the win to LRT Breeze. LRT Breeze, unless he gets some sort of a penalty or some sort of stop and go or some sort of puncher or something like that, he has definitely won this Grand Prix, excluding any penalties, drive-throughs or any other things that may happen in the next 7 laps. So he's actually calmed down. Whenever there's like some sort of excitement, it just calms down. It's really now. So hopefully this race, this lap, sorry, but side effects can defend his position from Ivixia, and yes, he is. So Stairs, over to you.
Yeah, he is defending well. I've never seen this from a driver defending this well. Not even last night did we see defending this good. This shouldn't be the GP2 division. This should be the F1 division, in my opinion. They just race so much better. Sorry to anybody in that first division, but I'm not lying. I'm sorry, Maddie. This race has been so
will be better next week.
I look forward to it. But yeah, this race has been absolutely amazing. We're on lap 23 of 29 right now. We've actually been able to commentate on every single lap, which is unbelievable. Vixer, he goes up wide. He goes up to a very wide line, but no, not yet. Defending here from side effects is brilliant. We'll have a chat with him at the end on the podium interviews if he can keep on the podium. Vix is going for it, and he takes him. Brilliant defending there by
I can
side
see
effects
blistering on Hakan's tyres. Yeah, side effects. He's tyres definitely gone off now. LRT Breeze did 2 stops this race, so I think he may be going to the end of the race or just pitting at the end of the race. But yeah, LRT Breeze, brilliant strategy, stayed in the race, and he's just done amazing. Right, look at him. He's flying.
The tyres are in very, very good condition. And well, with the final 6 laps of the race, we are going to see LRT Breeze hopefully take the inaugural Season 8 win.
Right, side effects is really struggling now. KS Outgoing is on fresher tyres. Now, if I get my calculations right, Outgoing should be able to catch up to side effects by lap 26. If how both drivers drive at the moment, lap 26 or lap 27, one of the two. So Outgoing is looking pretty quick because he's on fresher wet tyres. So, Stairs, do you think, after all the excitement from side effects, do you think that perhaps I may have to give up the podium to his fellow veteran?
Not at all. To be honest, he has raced extremely well. If he does pit again, I don't think he'll lose position. There will be a tight fight, but I think side effects deserves a podium. If he doesn't get a podium, I'll be utterly devastated for him. But he deserves the podium. He's raced extremely well with his defending and even overtaking. So he should well and truly have a podium this evening.
So then, I6 Xavi X has left the session. I'll be asking all drivers who retired what happened and let them on for the GP2 Bahrain Grand Prix, which is live on Twitch next weekend, next Tuesday again at 7 PM UK time on Twitch. There will be some advertisements going up because we don't have many viewers for these streams this week, but what do you expect? New system going into place this week with the streams, so just getting ourselves out there onto Twitch, and then hopefully we'll get more viewers as the season goes on. This has been a pretty good Grand Prix, to be fair. There are 5 people racing at the moment, but if this has got to be anywhere, this has actually got to be a pretty decent race. How's that going to send me a message? What are you racing?
I thought he was racing.
We may have paused the game.
Gone into a little bit of auto pilot. Didn't know they have him on the cars, to be honest. Autopilot. I swear they're not allowed drive modes.
Okay, apparently KS Outgoing is on. Is in first.
I think that again, that's a glitch. Oh! Side effects 99 has a spin. Oh,
Side effects 99. Now he's going to have to watch out for KS Outgoing.
He's going to have to pit. His tyres are ruined. He's going to have to pit. Come on.
Cardinal will definitely not jump in, but Side effects is still staying out. He definitely wants this podium, yet it has sorted itself out now. KS Outgoing is big. Cardinal. Outgoing has been jumped by him, and KS Outgoing is really struggling. I thought that the rain was going to improve, but
it's worsened.
Yeah, if anything, the drivers are struggling for grip, but this race has definitely now stabilised, and definitely now just drivers are driving now to the end of the race. So I'm just going to talk about the plans going forward. How this two-tier system got decided back into.
Before you do that, Maudi, I just want to say, if I was Red Bull Jeff, because you had a Jeff in every team. If I was Red Bull Jeff, I'd be telling Cybex99 to pit. The control of the car has just completely deteriorated. So I think he needs a fresh set of boots with the conditions raining as heavy as it is. And yeah. Over to you. About the the launch of the 2016 two-tier system.
To make racing as close as possible, as we've seen in this race actually. Five drivers racing. There are still some decent battles going on, and I won't speak to the drivers who retired, so I'm not going to guys. GP2 at Bahrain will be even better than this. But this was decided to make the racing more closer and just to make the league expandable. You know, it was a little bit bored just to be one division for the 3 seasons, and we to league to be able to just cater for those people who we would want to recruit, but we couldn't because they use traction. Because we believe in making people better. Not necessarily faster drivers, but making people better. There is evidence of that, which I'll move on to later. But make people drivers better, we decided to make a two-tier system to allow drivers that use traction and then go into the F1 division if they get promoted. So yeah, that's all really, just to make the racing much closer, expand the league, and just get some more members into the racing league as well. So this week hasn't been the best of opening weeks for us, but I'd like to say thank you for the drivers for staying in the lobby, both lobbies, because it's been a real help. And 6 drivers in F1, 5 drivers in F2.
Sorry to interrupt you, Maddie, but on side effects dashboard in the car, I'm going to put this on the onboard camera just so you guys can see it. It says pit. So are we going to see?
Okay, pit. Where's that? Oh yes, it does. Yeah, pit. Yeah. So how come I might be expecting a stop? But anyway, it was just to make the racing much closer. Thank you for those people who stayed in the lobby, the F1 division last night, and people that stayed in the lobby for the GP2 division. And side effects is not coming out. This is not coming into the pits. This is but he's been...
against his team orders.
I don't really know.
I know we're on the penultimate lap, but
he's
tyres.
on the podium positions at the moment, so he may just be trying to save the tyres. I think it's a bit just trying, you know, save the tyres, do what he's doing, and just try and, you know, just try and get to the end of the race in third position, because obviously penalties may get in the way. And Outgoing as well, who was actually took pole position this race, a lot of practice, is really, you know, kind of not benefited from the wet weather, I don't think. But LRT Breeze now on lap 28. Definitely the driver.
I think he is driver of the day, I think. LRT Breeze.
It's Outgoing. I think he's going for fastest lap now. I think he's just going for fastest lap.
Yeah, he's going to go for the fastest, the DHL fastest lap award.
Like
he's going for today.
Fusion did yesterday. Adobe Panther, that is. Fusion went for fast lap yesterday, got it. So there was talks before this season to actually bring back what we had in season 1 and 2, which was a point for pole position and points for first, second, third and fourth on the grid. But to make the league more realistic, we decided to boycott that and not put it in. But hopefully that won't put anyone off.
Yeah, but, I agree with you in them senses. To be honest, it's not F1. It is F1. They don't do that. You don't get points for qualifying. There's no prizes in qualifying. So, to be honest, making it more realistic gives it a good feel.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
And so yeah, we had 13 drivers. Well, we had 15, I think, in the first lobby, and then 2 people had to go because their internet was messing up or something. So, well, one of them was, and then one, I think, had to go. But these 5 drivers have done a pretty good job here on the final lap. LRT Breeze, an amazing opening stairs. When we interview this guy, we've got to give him so much praise, because literally
we've got a 100% as he comes into the final.
His race today has been very good. Okay, he's drove an amazing race, had a few issues at the start of it, and then he's just went on the 2-stopper, been able to use the fresher tyres to his advantage. And he just drove an absolute amazing race. Like, what is this? He's just drove.
I agree with you. But as we can see now, LRT Breeze comes around the final corner here in Australia to win the inaugural Australian Grand Prix of STB Season 8.
LRT Breeze takes the win. Takes the checkered flag here in Melbourne, Australia, in the heavy rain conditions. Second place goes to Ivix.
Yeah, and third place does go to Side Effects 99. What a brilliant race. It did stabilise at the end, but to be honest, that has
now
not,
this is very interesting, because KS Outgoing, who was leading the Grand Prix for around 10 laps, having a good battle with Side Effects, Ivixio and the guys at the front, has actually been beaten by Carl Darnap, who finishes in 4th position at the Australian Grand Prix. It hasn't been the best race for him. He'll surely pick up 12 points. KS Outgoing here.
KS Outgoing. KS
Obviously,
Outgoing now.
35 points now for Force India, so they will be leading the Constructor Championship by quite a margin. And he's just gonna
a little bit showboating now.
Showboating, but what can he do?
There we go.
5th.
So let's go through
penalties.
the final standings here in the Australian Grand Prix. There's a lot of penalties. We'll have to go through these quickly. LRT Breeze wins here in Australia, followed by Vixer and then Side Effects 99. Then it's Car Darnell and KS. We have got bots. That's why you can see Nico Rosberg and Sebastian Vettel. Expired Rampage comes home in 8th as a DNF. Max Verstappen, he is a bot. That's also a DNF. And the rest of the DRFs are I, RL Aero, Daniel Kvyat and Fernando Alonso, don't know who they were. Stampy Time 27, and of course the commentators there who were in Saubers, which, to be honest, we are not including in the STB series this season.
But we are commentators, so make sure you tune in next weekend at Bahrain for some brilliant racing. Now we're going to invite the podium runners into the party, all three at the same time. And then we're going to get on with some podium interviews and then end the stream for tonight. Thank you for whoever has stayed with us.
Oh, I can't hear Maudi anymore. He's disappeared. Oh. Sideface99 has joined the party. Let's just make sure. Sorry, I might have paused this. Oh no, it's my connection. No, it's his. Sideface99, please wait. We're just waiting for the rest of the podium sitters. I don't know where he's gone. I'm just gonna quickly invite him to the party. No, don't worry. I'll invite him. It'll be a little bit easier. Oh, hold on, everybody. Hold on. I think he's invited all of them into one. Why does Maddie keep leaving? Oh my god. Hold on. Nobody leave. I'll invite him back. There he is. So, guys, welcome to the podium. Let's start off with our race winner, LRT Breeze. What a race! Honestly,
yeah, that was fun.
Drive of the day for me. Hold on, have you all included your audio first of all, just quickly?
Yeah, I just did.
Just make sure you include your audio so everyone can hear you on the stream. Okay. I don't know whether you've all concluded your audio. Breeze, have you included your audio?
Yes, mate.
Okay, so honestly, brilliant race today. What did you think of the conditions? It was a very, very wet race for the whole thing.
I generally enjoy wet weather. I'm stronger in wet weather, so...
Sorry. Here's that. Sorry about this. Carry on, Bruce. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm more stronger in wet weather, so when I seen it was wet, I was in the field, so I could come through on that.
It was an extremely good Grand Prix for you. Let's go on to our second place driver, which I do understand was... I think it was Victor, I think.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, it was. Hello, mate. Second place for you today. Are you happy with your performance today?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I just shaky start really, and then I took the opportunity when the virtual safety car came out to go in the pits, try and minimise the time from the pit stop, and then side effects came out just in front of me. I was like, oh, really difficult to overtake in wet conditions. So I was stuck behind him, and I was hoping that maybe he'll held up by LRT Breeze going through the field. I also lost the back end through one of the corners, and then LRT just went straight past me, and then past side effects, and then and then he made a mistake, side effects, and I got in front of him. Yeah, so. Oh my god. So, hang on, my brother. Sorry, my brother just decided to think. Anyways, oh my god. So sorry about that. Yeah,
It's fine. It's
all in all,
fine.
good race.
Absolutely brilliant. Side effects. Commiserations. You were leading it for so long. What happened?
Okay.
Very nice words. Back to you. Quickly. Who was it that won? Sorry.
LRT
Coming
Breeze.
back to Breeze. What are your ambitions for Bahrain?
To win Bahrain. It's probably one of my strongest tracks.
Um,
I can hopefully do well
Also
there.
at LRT Breeze, we saw you had 2 very good overtakes. How did you do that? Because we was on the stream, me and Stez were burnt out of our minds. You went around the out. You did a Rosberg on Vettel 2012. Can't remember who it was, but it was a pretty good overtake. How was you feeling when you managed that?
Yeah, just well, the one on the second to last corner where I went up the inside. The guy made a slight mistake and he broke his traction, so he had to let off. And as he let off, I think my momentum just helped me go up the inside of him. And the one round the outside, I think it was the same. He defended and braked a bit early, so I just tried my luck and it come off a bit like. So yeah, a bit of luck and
It was a pretty good overtake.
it was high. It was mine.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
One more
it was
question for all
nice.
of you. Does anybody know how the safety car was deployed on lap 1? Like, I was very baffled that it came out. I didn't see what actually happened. Does anybody know?
Yeah,
That might have been my fault then.
I recorded that game clip. There was someone in front of me stopped off the line, so I'm not. I think that might have
May have
caused
been
it.
Stairs. May have been
That
Stairs.
might have been me. I was away from the. I was AFK, so I do apologise for the safety car there. Okay, thanks so much for streaming. Side effects. I will see you in the com box on Monday. For
Hopefully.
the F1 race. Hopefully, and Maudi, good luck for Monday, and see you next weekend
you.
for the GP2 race in Bahrain. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget 7 p.m. Monday and Tuesday for F1 and GP2 action from the STB Season 8. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.